Hi everyone, happy Friday. So I had a great question yesterday about what happens if you're an employee and you feel like the surroundings around you are toxic and your employer is potentially has high expectations and things around you, are just not in a good standing. So I prepared a little bit of a chart today, which I'm really excited about to share. What's the difference when you sit in your office when you have expectations versus agreements with your workers? So it's between the boss and the workers, or even the reverse, when you set agreements versus expectations. So without having agreements, lots of things can happen when you have expectations without vocalizing them. So performance and productivity can potentially break down. So what does that mean? You're not getting the goals that you want, and you're not seeing the results that you're looking for. In addition, you have like a morale crisis. You'll have people's behavior going out of whack, they're speaking profoundly, and the atmosphere of the profession is starting to turn down, which is, taking away from meeting the goals and serving our clients for the business. In addition, it's really just coming down to that people are not living up to what you feel as an expectation. So you as a worker, you're hired for a job and you feel like you're wearing multiple hats and you want to get the job done, and then all of a sudden all these things come out of nowhere. And it just falls into the thing of expectations. So when you look at it, it's a toxic feeling, and at the end, the goals are just not met. I know me, when people have expectations of me, and I was not aware of them, I have all these ugly feelings inside. So what I like to do is with my clients and with my team, is we set agreements. It's a more giving relationship. So when I work together with my team and with my clients, we talk about it together. So I find, let's say with my team, that when we talk about it and they have their say in it, it does a lot better, because they feel like they're telling me what can go wrong, or maybe some crossroads that they're going to have taking care of the project. Because everything within my company is always deadline based, and we have expectations to meet for our clients, but it's within an agreement boundary that I set for the client of when and the steps involved. So as part of that agreement section, I find people are more in like a loving stage of it, meaning that they're excited about it because they feel part of it. I know I love that, especially with my work, because the client knows from the get-go of things that can happen. So when it comes to the productivity of the actual work, his feelings will not necessarily be hurt if we don't come to that before at the beginning. In addition, it's a stronger relationship. Everybody is smiling and not that grunting feeling. It's not an office that you wouldn't want to go to and that you don't look forward to. In addition, I find that people are more of like in a design type stage, meaning, they feel like more creative and that the flood of their thoughts are bubbling and flowing and really getting the juices going to get ideas on how to make that happen. So the last thing is I like to do, it's my piece. I'm big on smiles on my emails and my messages to people, but when you're in a relationship with someone, sometimes sitting down, just like a nice shake hand with a big smile at the end, so that your agreement is met, and you're on that same page. So the last piece I want to leave with you today on that part of the agreement is, sometimes it's also good to put like a date on the calendar, when you want it to be met by. Because agreements only go so far, but there also has to be a slightness of that expectation of when it's actually going to come about. I know personally sometimes I have a hard time coming through on things if I don't put it on the calendar, as that's when I have to have it done by. So The last piece, which I didn't get to write down, is, put it on the calendar as a date. And, it can always get changed as long as you're in contact. But instead of expectations, make your relationships based on agreements, and a lot better off things will happen between you and your staff, you and your boss, relationships, your friends, and so on. Any questions, please let me know. I hope I helped you, and have an awesome Friday. Thanks so much.